Sydney, Australia's largest city, is at the center of the COVID-19 outbreak. It's being fueled by the Delta variant. The government is accelerating its vaccine program after a slow rollout. Melbourne. These protesters want their freedoms back. The city is in its 6th lockdown. Now the restrictions have been extended to the entire Sydney, Australia's largest city, is at the center of the COVID-19 outbreak. It's being fueled by the Delta variant. The government is accelerating its vaccine program after a slow rollout. Officials say hard lockdowns will only be eased when inoculation rates climb. For these protesters, that can't come soon enough.
A crowd so loud, you could barely hear the loudspeakers. Close to 5,000 people rallied in front of Vancouver City Hall this afternoon, causing complete gridlock in the area around the Vancouver General Hospital. And while they stood together, they weren't all there for the same reasons. Some don't want vaccines for themselves.
I don't trust what's in them. I don't believe that we know enough. I think that it was prematurely rolled out. And I'm just not comfortable with that.
Others are frustrated by government messaging. But mostly, they don't want vaccines to be mandatory for anyone. Across the province, similar rallies took place outside major hospitals and also in Kelowna.
Everybody should have the right to choose whatever goes into their bodies. It shouldn't be mandatory. For those people who want to, well and good.
In BC so far, vaccines are only mandatory for those who work in long-term care homes. A new vaccine card will be required starting September 13th for non-essential services like gyms and restaurants. And protesters say that's a slippery slope towards eroding their freedom.
We want freedom! 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 We want freedom!
Now what's your reason?
I'm also announcing the formation of Strike Force Seasoned, which will see 22 detectives work from now until whenever it concludes, identifying as many people as possible who attended today's incident and have them charged. So far, more than 90 infringements have been issued, 57 people have been charged, some of them with multiple offences. What we saw today were 3,500 very selfish bullheads, people that thought that the law didn't apply to them. There is no doubt in my mind that at least one individual there today had COVID. It is statistically impossible for us not to consider that. I'm hoping that we issue 3,500 infringement notices. I'm hoping that we have people before the court, and I really hope we can get some charges and convictions out of today's work by the New South Wales Police. It's essential for people to get the message, and those that are calling for it to occur again next week, look out, because these 400 officers will turn into 4,000 if needs be.
With the COVID restrictions is just completely removed from reality and removed from being in touch with what's on the ground, please know you're not alone. There's a lot of people who agree with you. We're here just to speak and to let our voices be heard and nothing else.